This is a cold email lead list that I built in just a few minutes. Every email here, as you can see, is already validated and we have the confidence score. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I built this lead list so you can copy me and do the exact same. So if you like this type of video, give it a like, or if you're new to the channel, give us a quick subscribe and let's get right into it. So the very first step of any cold email campaign is building a lead list. You have to have the right contacts at the right companies with their valid email address. That's how you can cold email them. Now, what most people miss is that if they buy a lead list, about 10 or 15% of those emails in the lead list are actually invalid, which is causing a lot of bounces for your domains, and your sender reputation is slowly plummeting. And that's a ton of money and time just wasted on completely bad data. So this is the key. This is what I do. I build lead lists where the emails are already validated for me before I ever even click send. And normally that takes a couple of hours. You're scraping, you're cleaning, you're verifying your lead list. But I'll show you how to do that in just a couple of minutes. And I'm going to show you a solution that you can use right now to get 100 free credits, which essentially just lets you send to 100 leads with valid emails for completely free. And if you send to the right person, like out of these 100 leads that you're getting for free with valid emails, if you send to one person and they end up turning into a customer, that is a massive return of investment on this free way of getting valid emails. So the first step that we're going to do to actually get these 100 emails is heading over to Find Email, clicking the link in the description, and you can essentially just get 100 credits ready to go. Now, once you're inside of the platform, let's head over to IntelliMatch. And what you can do is you can essentially just type in plain English and get exactly the companies that you want. So for example, you wanted to target SEO agencies in Europe with 10 to 25 employees that sell Google ads, you can do that. It is so specific, but again, depending on who you're targeting, you can get as broad or as specific as your ideal client profile is. But here's the difference with this AI tool that gives you cold email lead lists. This tool actually analyzes companies' websites in real time to match you with the most important and most qualified prospects based off of your search filter. So you're not just filtering on like Apollo or LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you're letting AI do all of that for you and go out and find these companies. And the great part about IntelliMatch is it also is going to find the right contact based off of job titles that you put in, and it's also going to find their email and validate their email address as well. So it's kind of an all-in-one solution that always starts out with finding you the most qualified websites based off of your ideal client profile. And with the filtering, just type in your ideal client profile, basically just like what is on their website, right? You can't say, hey, they have this much in fundraising, they have 4 salespeople or 3 marketing people, they don't have an internal RevOps team, like whatever it is. You can't go that deep, only go as deep as what is on their specific website. And quick note, Find Email is going to give you the verified business emails. You'll never get Gmails or info@company.com or sales@company.com. You're getting verified business emails. So after right now, we've clicked on a couple of websites and they look exactly like our ideal client profile. We go to the export screen and then we can choose how many companies we want. Since we are doing this free version and we're just getting 100 credits, let's start off and say that we want 100 companies for this demo. Because again, what I would recommend doing is following along exactly like I'm saying. Put in your ideal client profile, and then since again, you're on the free account, just go ahead and put in 100 for the amount of companies that you want to scrape. Because we do want to stretch these free credits, what I would do is go to the broad mode. That really does pull in companies and lets you maximize volume. But if your ideal client profile is a little bit narrow and every row kind of has to be exactly on the ideal client profile, and your TAM, which is your total addressable market, is small, I would go for the narrow route, which is the targeted mode. And then for the exclusion list, just add in, your competitors or your own customers, anybody that you don't want to contact. Think of this as your do not contact list. And then when it comes to finding contacts, just pick the job titles that actually move your deals forward. So maybe you start with the CMO, and then sometimes you like to talk with the head of marketing. And if a company that is a right fit doesn't have those 2 titles, then you can put in the founder as well, but put the most important titles first. And then we want to toggle on find valid email because we want to cold email these leads. We're not going to cold call them, so we're going to skip the phones. And then finally, give your list a name and then click start. Find Email is going to go out and find the websites, find the contacts, find the contact email, and then also validate that email as well. And if you need mobiles, it can do that as well. But we want this free version. So a couple minutes later, here is the CSV that is ready. We've got all this information, the company, the role, the email, all of it is clean and validated. And then actually from the FindEmail platform, you can upload these leads either into your CRM, your HubSpots, your Salesforces, or you can upload it directly to your cold email sending tool. So that's how to build a verified cold email lead list in less than 5 minutes. If this helped, hit the like button, subscribe, and then drop any questions in the comments below. And of course, go ahead and click the link in the description to grab your free 100 email credits so you can start sending cold emails today and land your either first or your next customer. Thanks so much, and I recommend watching this video next.